another brand new hour here, the Steve Gruber Show. Glad to have you along for the conversation as we light it up one more time here. Here we go into the next hour. Don't be afraid. I'll lead you through the darkness known as ESG and DEI. It's the Steve Gruber Show. Three big things you need to know this hour. Number one, state lawmakers here are proposing snow day help for northern Michigan that has been absolutely ravaged by that ice storm. The damage is generational. Number two, Donald Trump has a deal to ease auto tariffs, the U.S. Commerce Secretary says. And number three, President Trump will be in Michigan today in Macomb County, marking his 100th day in office in his second term. Only the second president in American history to have non-consecutive terms in the White House. Grover Cleveland the first, of course, a long time ago. Donald Trump, and I'm listening to people say that they're very happy with what he has done. I encourage you to go to my X account and vote today. Also follow me there. Vote today. I have do you think his first 100 days have been great, good, okay, needs improvement? What do you think? And so we've got voters coming in today, as we have whenever we do these polling numbers, and it's always interesting. Always interesting what you say. I appreciate what you have to say. So far, 19% say it's been good, 75% say it's been great, 3% it's okay, 3% say it needs improvement. Right? That's where we are as we look at day 100 here. Day 100. By the way, Sri Tanadar, member of Congress from Michigan, introducing 7 articles of impeachment against Donald Trump. All right? 7 articles of impeachment. I want you to hear a little bit of what he had to say. Here it is.
This is Congressman Sri Tanadar. Donald Trump has already done real damage to our democracy, but defying a unanimous 9-0 Supreme Court ruling, that has to be the final straw. It's time we impeach Donald J. Trump. The court said the wrongfully deported Kilmer Garcia must be allowed to return and receive due process. Trump ignored it. He ignored the Constitution. He ignored the very checks and balances that keep our democracy intact. This isn't an isolated incident. It's part of a dangerous, deliberate pattern. That's why today I introduced a resolution to impeach Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, that's going exactly nowhere, by the way. It's a waste of time. It's showboating. But if Saturday Night Live doesn't do something with that little announcement there, then they're not serious, because they would be missing a tremendous opportunity at real humor. Anyhow, there you have it. Sri Tanadar, Donald J. Trump, or however you said it, right? So, does Donald Trump have a deal on auto tariffs? That would be a big deal for Michigan, and it'll be unveiled today in Macomb County if that's true. And it happens to come from U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick saying it yesterday. He said he's brokered a deal. President Trump building an important partnership with both the domestic automakers and our great American workers. This deal is a major victory for the president's trade policy by rewarding companies who manufacture domestically while providing runway to manufacturers who have expressed their commitment to invest in America and expand their domestic manufacturing. Means reshore it, bring it home. Details not available, but the confirmation of a deal first reported by the Wall Street Journal comes ahead of the rally in Macomb County that will mark his first 100 days. And it comes just days before a 25% tariff on certain auto parts imported to the U.S. set to take effect this coming Saturday after the U.S. began collecting a 25% duty on imported vehicles in early April. Trump insists the tariffs will increase U.S. production. I believe that to be true. He says it'll create more American jobs, well-paying jobs, generate federal revenues to lower tax and pay off national debt. Automakers and suppliers and analysts have warned full implementation of those import taxes would be costly, could disrupt supply chains, and would increase prices for consumers potentially. They've called for trade deals that offer certainty and stability for making future decisions. Apparently that's happening. Okay, so Let me just go to the markets here real quick because I want you to know the markets seem reasonably satisfied today. There's this fear number that has been going lower and lower and lower. It's on CNN's pre-market futures. I check it just because it's nothing that can be gamed by politics. It's just a number. Fear is driving the U.S. market. It's been in extreme fear territory for most of the last several weeks. Well, it's not there now. In fact, the Dow futures are going to open 160 points higher with an open of 40,500 plus. The S&P 500 flat. Same for the NASDAQ, flat. I mean, like less than a percentage change in either direction. That's good news. It means your 401k has settled down. The upheaval is over, and unless you're taking all your money out in the last 30 days, you're okay. Relax. Relax, you'll be fine. Gold prices have come down some. Not a lot, but a little bit. Stabilized and come down. The gold price is down about $30 today at 3,300, just about 3,300 even, right? Up 7% over the last 30 days, up 20% over the last 6 months, but on its way down now. Over the last year, gold is up 46%, and over 5 years, it's doubled in 5 years. It's pretty remarkable that gold will have doubled in 5 years and up 20% in 6 months and 45% over the year. If you put in $1 million a year ago, you'd have 1.45 million today. Yeah. So from Howard Lutnick, there's also this. We believe the president's leadership is helping level the playing field for companies like GM and allowing us to invest even more in the U.S. economy. Actually, that comes from Mary Barra, the CEO of General Motors. Let me repeat that, what Mary Barra said. We believe the president's leadership is helping level the playing field for companies like GM and allowing us to invest even more in the U.S. economy. We appreciate the productive conversations with the president and his administration and look forward to continuing to work together. You see, they're on board with this. The union's on board with this. The auto companies seem to be on board with this. It's opening up new opportunities for manufacturers to sell their goods in Europe, China, Australia, Japan, sure, all of these places, which is good for them. All right, coming up shortly, Glenn Stevens will be here, Vice President of Automotive and Mobility Initiatives at Michigan Auto. The Detroit Regional Chamber has the impact of tariffs have on Michigan's automotive industry. Well, here it is. I just saw what Mary Barra said. We'll see what Glenn Stevens has to say. All right, coming up after this.